Alright guys, it's Gig Lebowski. Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you're new, I appreciate you. This is the worst DoorDash support video that I promised you guys. It may not be the worst, but it was for me in my opinion. Started out with the first order of the day, Thursday, and it was for Cracker Barrel. It was a $6.50 order. I'm going to go about 2.2 miles, I think it was. Simple order, you know, good way to start the day. Probably is going to stay $6.50, you never know. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I get there, tell them who I'm there to pick up for. Okay, they go back to the kitchen, and I'm waiting. So I wait like 5 minutes, maybe 6. They come back out, and they say that order's already been picked up. And they described who it was, and I don't know who that is. I just know from my Facebook group. I didn't know who it was. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I get back to my car. I contact DoorDash support. So she tells me, well, you know, how she's going to look into the order and, you know, the whole scripted thing. So I'm waiting, and I told her what the customer's contacted me by now. And I tell support what the customer said the name was of the driver before me. So I get nothing. You know, I told her I would wait. And then I said hello, like, because she wasn't responding. And then I told her it's been like 6 minutes. I still haven't gotten nothing from support yet. Back, let me check on your order. Like, I thought that's what you've been doing. It's been like 6 minutes. So I think it's been a few more minutes, and I just responded, wow. Being paid for this order that I've currently been in for about 25 minutes. And as you can see here, it took her 8 more minutes to respond. And she says, please continue with the delivery. I've contacted the restaurant now, and they're going to prepare the food for you basically, that I couldn't do it for $6.50. And then I told her that she's basically deliberately making me wait, like she was deliberately wasting my time by placing the order again and making me wait. Basically, you're asking me to get paid $6.50 for an hour's worth of work. So anyway, she never responded, so I just backed out and unassigned the order and let the customer know before I did that someone else would pick up his order, that they were having issues. Unfortunately, this is the first time that customers ever used DoorDash. They were being quarantined, and probably the last time they'll use DoorDash. Now you probably ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Well, it was early morning. I never get over to Dothan that early. Dothan is my market, in case you're new. Dothan, Alabama. I had Grubhub and Uber Eats still running in the background, although I don't think Grubhub market opens till 10, so it wouldn't have mattered. So basically I didn't have anything to do, so I was just basically, I'm saying basically a lot, just looking to see, since initially I was trying to get paid half pay, but it just, like, the wait time just made me want to stay on there, and just I rode to my next, you know, my point where I start out every morning, and waited. And I just wanted to see how long it would take, because this DoorDash support was obviously going to be horrible. So I probably should have just stayed in. I wanted to see how long it would take, but I got frustrated because she was basically ignoring me. If I use basically one more time, I'm going to kick myself. But anyway, it's just frustrating. Like, DoorDash support needs to appreciate our time. Like, I can't believe that you would actually ask me to stay around so that they would fix the food again. And also, I don't understand why you didn't immediately contact a restaurant, immediately get the order put back in, instead of wasting all that time, 20 minutes later, then telling me that you contacted the restaurant to remake the order, and for me to basically stay on the order, set it again. Anyway, to stay on the order and just sit there, you know, insane. So, I mean, you could have at least told me that you're going to pay me more, but I don't think DoorDash would do that. I couldn't post my initial reactions to it on Thursday because there was so much vulgarity. I was so mad, and like, you guys didn't need to hear that. Nutshell, this is a complete waste of time for a dasher to sit there. I could have been doing other orders, could have been helping get other things delivered for the company, rather than just be sitting in a car trapped, and you're not giving two craps about how much I make per hour. Not caring that someone would make you would seriously make $6.50 if you would have kept on that order. And maybe if there was a surprise at the end, you would have made a little more. But that would be under minimum wage, and they expected me to do that. They requested me to do that. And I'm pretty sick of DoorDash. Although Thursday I think they were my leader as far as making the most on the app that day. Probably had the most declined orders. I know I declined 30 Grubhub that day, but I probably declined more DoorDash because DoorDash has been basically no tips at all, and this video is basically going to be called basically. They just, I don't know, it's almost like there's a no-tip promotion going on for customers. But I've been doing pretty good. I'm not going to complain. I made my goal for the week, well over the goal. I made around $6.50. I think it was $6.33 or something like that for 30 something hours. I think 30 hours, maybe a little less of work. But yeah, just wanted to share this experience with you guys on DoorDash support. It's pretty horrible. I don't like ever having to contact them. I don't want to ever contact any support for anybody. Uber seems to be the best support in my opinion. Yeah, that was pretty horrible. At least answer the Dasher and get the problem resolved instead of making somebody sit there that long. I don't know if she's multitasking like with other Dashers, but you need to focus on one person at a time, knock it out, and move on to the next, just like us sitting out there. I would have loved to have gotten rid of that order sooner, and I could have. But I guess I just wanted to see how long it would take her, since she was already taking like 6-minute intervals in between conversations. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. DoorDash support sucks. Have a good day. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like, comment below, and appreciate you being here. Thanks.